As the country reels under an unprecedented severe second COVID wave, Mahakumbh, one of the biggest religious gatherings in the world, is underway in Uttarakhand. Lakhs and lakhs of people have thronged to the banks of Ganga in Haridwar to take a Shahi Snan. Take a look at those visuals. People have flouted all norms possible. Absolutely zero social distancing, absolutely no mask. As per the official data, nearly 31 lakh people offered prayers and took a dip in Ganga between Sunday and midnight and Monday 3 p.m. Experts have warned that holding such a large gathering in the midst of a raging pandemic can prove to be catastrophic and severely impede India's fight against deadly viral disease that has claimed the lives of millions of people in India and globally. Amidst this unprecedented surge in COVID cases, more than 3 million people have taken a dip in Ganga River in Mahakumbh in Haridwar. COVID protocols have gone for a total toss as people are maintaining absolutely zero social distancing. Here is our report.
In the middle of the COVID pandemic, a sea of devotees at Kumbh Mela, throwing all COVID norms to the wind. And Wednesday is yet another big day when 30 lakh devotees will take a third holy dip, the biggest Shahi Snan at the Kumbh Haridwar this year.
No masks, no social distancing. More than 20 lakh devotees, saints and seers attended the Mahakumbh in Haridwar.
Amid surge in the COVID cases all across the country, the biggest religious congregation, Mahakumbh 2021, is taking place here in the state of Uttarakhand, here at Har Ki Pauri in Haridwar. There have been gathering in a huge number, and that's clearly why the social distancing has been a biggest challenge at Har Ki Pauri.
गंगा माई से गुरु दत्तात्रेय भगवान से शिव शंकर भगवान से यही प्रार्थना करते हैं हम कि जो देश में महामारी या पूरे विश्व में महामारी चल रही है उसको जल्द से जल्द समाप्त करें.
The local administration had made big claims on enforcing COVID-appropriate behavior in the lead-up to the Kumbh Mela, but on the ground were unable to quite do it.
देखिए काफ़ी हद तक हम सफल हुए हैं. 100% तो आप समझ सकते हैं जब 20-25 लाख की भीड़ हो ओवरऑल पूरे दिन में, तो 100% तो संभव नहीं है, किंतु काफ़ी हद तक मुझे लगता है हम लोगों ने कोविड की गाइडलाइंस का पालन कराने में सफल हुए हैं.
According to official records, 21 lakh people took the holy dip at various ghats.
इसमें सबसे अच्छा तरीका यही है कि जो हमारी एसओपी है जिसमें हमें आरटीपीसीआर कोविड नेगेटिव रिपोर्ट लेके आना है उसका अच्छा पालन किया जाए. घाटों पे सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग थोड़ा मुश्किल है, आप जानते हैं, क्योंकि स्पेस लिमिटेड है और उसी स्पेस में सबको स्नान करना है. लेकिन अगर हम कोविड नेगेटिव रिपोर्ट लेके आ रहे हैं, आके बाकी जगहों पे अच्छी सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग जहाँ पे पॉसिबल है उसको कर रहे हैं, तो हमें बड़ा इससे फायदा होगा.
According to standard operating procedures issued, a negative RT-PCR test is mandatory for visitors. The India Today team took the test before entering the temple town. Those who show symptoms or return positive are turned back.
जो लोग RT-PCR नेगेटिव रिपोर्ट लेके नहीं आ पा रहे हैं और उनको वापस किया जा रहा है, उनमें जो ऐसा हो रहा है कि जो कुछ लोग जो है गाड़ी में पॉजिटिव रिपोर्ट लेके आए हैं लेकिन कुछ लोग जो है बिना रिपोर्ट के हैं. ऐसी स्थिति में उन लोगों का एंटीजन मौके पर ही कराया जा रहा है.
But no system is foolproof, especially when such large numbers are involved.
At a time when COVID across the country is exploding, including in Uttarakhand itself, shouldn't such large gatherings like the Kumbh that threaten to become super spreaders be banned?
Amidst of the surge in the COVID cases all across the country, this is indeed a biggest challenge for the administration to have a successful biggest religious congregation in Haridwar. At Har Ki Pauri with Ritesh Mishra, this is Ashutosh Mishra reporting for India Today.
Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has tested positive for coronavirus. That's the latest coming in at the moment. Remember, he was in self-isolation. Now he's gotten his test result. It has come positive. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath contracts coronavirus. He's COVID positive at the moment. Let's get our reporters to get us updates coming in from UP. At the moment, we do know that he's tested positive for coronavirus. How he's doing, our reporters will be able to tell us. whether his condition is fine, whether he needs hospitalization, whether he will be treating himself at home. We do know he was in self-isolation. After coming in contact with a corona positive person, he put himself in self-isolation, and now news coming in that he has also tested positive for coronavirus. His aides had tested positive, after which he had self-isolated himself, and now his test results are in. The Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, tests positive for coronavirus. All right, that's the big story we're bringing to you at the moment. The cases in India are rising. This is a second wave, which is a dangerous wave. It's spreading too fast. It's worse than 2020, viewers. Do not take this sitting down. It is worse than 2020. The numbers are testimony to the fact that it is a wave which is worse than what you saw in 2020. Latest news coming in. UP Chief Minister, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath testing positive for coronavirus. His aides are tested positive, after which he isolated himself at home. He's now tested positive. His results are here. He's positive. What is the next course for him? Whether he will be isolated and treated at home, whether he will be hospitalized, something that our reporter will be able to bring us up to speed with. But the latest coming in right there, Yogi Adityanath tests positive for coronavirus. This is the second wave we are talking about, which is far worse than the first wave. Yogi Adityanath staff members had tested positive for coronavirus. And of course, there was a record high in the daily numbers in UP as well. He was in isolation after the officers tested positive for coronavirus. Some of the officials in his office tested positive, and some of them were in contact with him. And as a precautionary measure, he had isolated himself and started to work virtually. And that came on a day when UP recorded the highest ever daily spike in the numbers. Now the news coming in is that the Chief Minister also is positive. He's tested positive for coronavirus. In fact, he had also received the first dose of vaccine, and Abhishek will be able to get us more details on that in Lucknow earlier this month. Now he's tested positive. We'll wait for Abhishek to join us for more on this story. Ramazan prayers without COVID safety norms are turning out to be big COVID scare. It is for the first day, the holy month of Ramzan, and devotees are thronging mosques in large numbers. On the eve of holy month, people gathered in large numbers at Hyderabad's Mecca Masjid for the first Taraweeh prayers. COVID safety went for a toss. Many of the devotees were seen openly flouting norms. There was no social distancing, and most of those offering prayers were seen without masks. Not many takers amongst the faithful for COVID safety. COVID norms were flouted at Amritsar's Golden Temple on the occasion of Baisakhi yesterday. Thousands of devotees thronged Gurudwara to offer prayers. Devotees took the holy dip at Gurudwara Sarovar, and they did that without maintaining any kind of social distancing. So first you had the Kumbh Mela, then we showed you the devotees flouting norms right there in the month of Ramazan. And now we're getting you these reports that are coming in from Golden Temple as well. Most of the pilgrims, as you can see, not wearing any masks. In the wake of the rise of the COVID numbers, it's now been made mandatory for pilgrims going to Golden Temple to follow health department guidelines, including wearing masks, keeping social distancing, sanitizing hands. Let's get you a sense of the overall COVID numbers in India. Let's get you the active cases first on your screens right now. 14th of April, you can see a sharp spike. 13,65,704 active cases. Let's get you the number of deaths as well. What does the number of deaths look like? 1,72,085. 1,23,36,036 people have also recovered. So the recovery curve is an upward one. But just take a look at the encapsulation, from which the number that you need to focus on is the active cases, 130,65,704. The numbers are rising. It's worse than 2020. Amidst the raging second wave of pandemic in Maharashtra, new restrictions are being enforced starting 8 p.m. this evening. Uddhav Thackeray announced these curbs, saying that the focus was breaking the chain of the virus. Essential services will remain function. Malls, cinemas, gyms, schools, all going to be shut. Here's a report.
आता त्या वाढवलेल्या सुविधा सुद्धा आपल्याला अपुऱ्या पडायला लागलेल्या आहेत. प्रत्येक गोष्टीची एक क्षमता असते. त्या क्षमतेपेक्षा अधिक भार जर कोणत्याही यंत्रणेवरती पडला किंवा टाकला तर साहजिकच आहे काही काळ हे असं चालत राहील आणि मग काही काळानंतर ती यंत्रणा कोलमडून पडेल.
With this reality check, Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray dealt the blow aimed at breaking the chain.
आपण राज्यात 144 कलम लागू करतो आहोत. म्हणजेच आजपर्यंत ही दिवसा जमावबंदी आणि रात्री संचारबंदी असं होतं. कधी रात्री जमावबंदी करत होतो. आता मात्र आपल्याला पुढचे किमान 15 दिवस राज्यामध्ये संचारबंदी लागू करावी लागत आहे.
Maharashtra has gone into relock 2.0. The entire state will be under curfew for the next 15 days, starting.
उद्या संध्याकाळपासून आपण ब्रेक द चेन म्हणजे ही शृंखला तोडायची, आपल्याला तोडावीच लागेल. आणि ती तोडण्यासाठी आपण राज्यात 144 कलम लागू करतो आहोत. म्हणजेच आजपर्यंत ही दिवसा जमावबंदी आणि रात्री संचारबंदी असं होतं. कधी रात्री जमावबंदी करत होतो. आता मात्र आपल्याला पुढचे किमान 15 दिवस राज्यामध्ये संचारबंदी लागू करावी लागत आहे.
Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray in his address to the state emphasized that unlike the previous lockdown, he will ensure
अन्न सुरक्षा जी आपली योजना आहे त्या योजनेअंतर्गत जे सगळे लाभार्थी आहेत या लाभार्थ्यांना प्रति व्यक्ती 3 किलो गहू आणि 2 किलो तांदूळ याप्रमाणे 1 महिना आपण आता मोफत धान्य देणार आहोत पुढच्या 1 महिन्यासाठी. म्हणजे कुठेही आपण त्यांची कदाचित रोजी ही मंदावली असेल पण रोटी थांबू देत नाही आहोत.
Here is what will be open: public transport, grocery shops, ATMs, petrol pumps, home delivery of food, postal services, banks, state and central government offices, and e-commerce firms catering essential services. And the services that will remain shut are malls, cinemas, amusement and water parks, clubs, pools and gyms, film, serial and ad shoots, beaches, gardens, places of worship, barber shops, salons, spas and schools and colleges. The gravity of the crisis could be understood by the SOS by Chief Minister Uddhav to Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
एक विनंती मी त्यांना करतोय, ज्याच्याबद्दल मी अधिकृत पत्र पण लिहितोय की ही रस्त्याने आता ऑक्सिजन आणेपर्यंत आमच्याकडे फार विचित्र परिस्थिती निर्माण झालेली आहे. मला कल्पना नाही असं करता येणं शक्य आहे का. असेल तर आपल्याला लष्करी तज्ज्ञांची मदत घेऊन जर हवाई वाहतुकीने आमच्याकडे ऑक्सिजन आणू शकलो आपण आणि आणू शकत असू तर कृपा करून आम्हाला नुसती परवानगी नाही तर एअरफोर्सला सांगून आम्हाला मदत करायचे तसे आदेश द्या. एवढी निकड आता आपल्याला ऑक्सिजनची लागलेली आहे.
The fresh curbs have left some traders happy, some disappointed.
सरकार ने दुकानें बंद की है, नॉन एसेंशियल दुकानें. इसके साथ में हमारी जो मेन डिमांड थी ई कॉमर्स का नॉन एसेंशियल भी बंद होना चाहिए, वो सरकार ने एक्सेप्ट किया है. तो ये हमारे लिए एक अच्छी बात है.
ये हमारे इंडस्ट्री के लिए टोटली डिसअपॉइंटमेंट है. हाल ही में जो सीएम साहब के साथ मीटिंग हुआ था उसमें हमने उनसे दरख्वास्त किया था कि हमारा इंडस्ट्री दूसरा लॉकडाउन झेल नहीं पाएगा. ऐसे में हमारा इंडस्ट्री को कोई रिलीफ पैकेज या कोई कुछ अनाउंसमेंट नहीं आया है. ये हमारे लिए एक डिसअपॉइंटमेंट है.
What was feared has come true. As COVID cases surge, the Maharashtra government has been forced to order a statewide curfew. The administration hopes the restrictions, along with the ramped-up vaccine drive, will be able to check the second wave. With Sahil Joshi and Saurabh Vakhtania in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's take a look at the ground report being filed by my colleague Mustafa from Mumbai on the Maharashtra coronavirus crisis.
We are at Dadar market area of Mumbai. Since the new restrictions of lockdown have been announced in Maharashtra, we are also witnessing that people have come out to buy essential goods on a large scale. You can see the crowd which is gathered behind us. On Tuesday, Maharashtra reported about 60,000 new cases. Mumbai reported about 7,900 cases. The rising fatalities due to COVID-19 are also increasing in the state. The visuals which we are getting to see is from the Dadar market, and from 8 p.m. this evening, there will be new restriction in place, and only essential services will be allowed. There will be no other movement allowed in the city, in the state, and hence we are seeing people coming out in large number buying essential goods. And basically, this lockdown has been announced for 15 days. We'll have to wait and watch whether this new restrictions help in breaking the chain and reduce the infection rate in the state of Maharashtra or not. With camera person Mangesh Ambre, Mustafa Sheikh in Mumbai for India Today.
Delhi is witnessing a steep rise in COVID cases. The national capital broke records of a single-day spike with 13,468 fresh cases in 24 hours. Delhi has also recorded 81 fatalities. The capital has witnessed over 10,000 infections for third consecutive day. The Delhi government has already converted top 14 private hospitals into COVID facilities. The national capital has surpassed Mumbai in daily infections. The question arises here is Delhi now staring at a lockdown? Chief Minister Kejriwal hinted at stricter curbs. He said if the hospitals get overburdened and situation deteriorates, then Delhi would go under lockdown. Let's take a look at the lockdown status check. Delhi, new cases in 24 hours, 13,648, the worst hit city. Kejriwal says lockdown if healthcare collapses. On your screens right now. UP, new cases in 24 hours, 18,021. We just got you the news from UP that Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister, has tested positive for coronavirus. Chief Minister Yogi has said full lockdown is not a solution. Allahabad High Court has said consider a lockdown. Maharashtra, the worst impacted states, in 24 hours, the new cases stand at 60,212. That's a shocking figure. Lockdown-like curbs from this evening, 8 p.m. onwards into place. Madhya Pradesh, new cases in 24 hours, 8,998. Full lockdown at the moment in 9 cities. As the COVID cases rise across the nation, hospitals are overwhelmed. Horror tales are emerging from different parts of the country. Take a look. So we're getting you the first tale of horror. Apathy of hospitals exposed during peak of pandemic in Bengaluru. Woman was denied weekly dialysis after she tested positive on her arrival at Malia Hospital. The woman was seen lying on the bench outside the hospital with no place to go. She was finally shifted late in the evening to another COVID hospital. Outside Patna's Nalanda Medical College, an army ex-serviceman died in an ambulance. This as the hospital management was seen busy welcoming the state health minister. Another shocking negligence report coming from Patna's Nalanda Medical College. Just 50 meters away from the new COVID ward of the hospital, used PPE kits can be seen dumped in the open. A patient from Hazaribagh who was referred to Ranchi Sardar Hospital after he complained of respiratory problems allegedly died at the doorsteps of the hospital yesterday. The family of the deceased alleges that there was a delay in hospital's part in attending the patient. The incident unfolded at about the same time Jharkhand Health Minister Banna Gupta was inspecting arrangements at the hospital. Is COVID acting in a way that might just catch us unaware? Perhaps yes. India Today's Sneha Mordani has also spoken with doctors in Delhi who seem to suggest that the infection could be settling in the lungs and that COVID could possibly be giving the RT-PCR test a duck.
Is the virus now settling in our lungs? Is it now acting stealthily? Is it not being seen in the nasal cavity and the throat now? It appears that SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, is throwing surprises at us every single day in the second wave of the pandemic. And the surprises aren't very pleasant.
Pulmonologists seem to suggest that the virus that causes COVID-19 is now ducking the gold standard RT-PCR tests.
We are trying to extract the virus from deep inside the lung through a procedure called bronchoalveolar lavage. So that is becoming a handy tool for most of the clinicians to diagnose COVID-19 in such patients. Also, we are seeing newer symptoms like GI symptoms, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and also cough is coming up with sputum.
Experts say often patients with classic symptoms of COVID-19 are showing negative on RT-PCR test. But the lungs of these patients seem to suggest that they could well be carriers. What's worse, we could be missing these patients as COVID patients.
We are seeing a lot of patients who are coming with RT-PCR being negative but highly suggestive symptoms of COVID-19. And when we put them across through a CT scan, what we find are features which are very, very similar to what we get in COVID. So this is very important that we are able to clinically judge and appropriately test them, even if the RT-PCR is negative.
So are these mutating viruses, or is the infection now not setting in the nasal cavity and in the throat? Hence, the RT-PCR tests are not being able to pick the infection. It's very unclear. What is clear is the second wave is now posing new challenges. Doctors say CT scans are now being done to see if the patient is COVID positive. Even bronchoalveolar lavage, which is putting a flexible scope to confirm if the patient is indeed carrying the virus in his lungs, is being done now in New Delhi. With Sneha Murdani, Bureau Report, India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.